Welcome or welcome back to my channel. I'm Hannah Grace and today I'm going to be making a mural around my door frame. So y'all will see me do this. This is so cool. It's a mural of all the things that I love. So let's get into the video. Alright, so now I have a bunch of book sleeves and book holder things that I'm going to cut apart because obviously I love books. And so I've already started on this one. I'm not really sure how this is gonna go, but I guess we'll see. So I'm just going to cut this apart and I will show y'all how it turns out. It kind of like came apart. This is from the Seven Realms series, which is by Cinda Williams Chima. That's probably not how you say it, but her last name is so cool. Chima is such a cool last name. So it kind of came apart, which is actually kind of cool. This kind of looks cool, but I'm going to cut it apart the rest of the way because I want this side because it has all the books and it's like so cool. So I'll be back. Alright, so this is the final thing. I'm still contemplating if I should like cut off this part and this part, but I think it's cool because it says that the series is, so I like it. Good job on the first one. Now I'm going to cut apart the Lunar Chronicles, but I'm not going to use this side. I'm going to use this side, which shows Queen Levana's palace on Luna, and I think it is so cool. So let's do this. Oh god, it pains me to cut this apart, but I know I have all the books, so I might as well, so that I can show my love for the Lunar Chronicles because it is such a good series. Oh gosh, my glasses are falling off. Okay, it kind of came apart. Who knew that this is how they made these things? Like, this is very put together. Oh my gosh. What the heck? What did I do? What have I done? Oh my gosh, I'm really scared about this. Alright, this is the final project. This is the final product. It looks so cool. I literally love it. Look at this. I can't wait to put this on. Okay, now, so I'm going to cut this apart and it's gonna be painful, but I can do it. I'm so scared. But it's such a cool book cover with Harry and the Phoenix. Like, it's so cool. And I love Chamber of Secrets. It's not my favorite one, but it's up there with it. My favorite Harry Potter book is probably Order of the Phoenix. It is so good. So let's get cutting. After a lot of thought for like 5 minutes, I can't get this apart. I'm just gonna have to print off a picture of it because I can't cut it apart. It's too much, just not happening. Guess I'll move on. Alright, so next I want to get like a cover from the Mortal Instruments because I really love that one. And I like the first book's cover, City of Bones, so I'm gonna go with this cover because I really like it and it shows Jace over the Mortal Cup. It's so cool. If you haven't read Mortal Instruments, read it. It's amazing. I love it. So I'm gonna go print this out. Alright, so now I want to get into like my favorite bands, and one of my favorite bands is Queen. So I think I'm going to use this picture from the music video for Bohemian Rhapsody, and I'm going to like make a collage with Queen under it and then print that out. I think it's gonna look so cool. Alright, I just finished making the collage for Queen and this is what it looks like. It's so cool. I use Be Funky to make the collage. I don't know, I just looked up collage makers and that's what came up and I think it looks so cool, so I'm gonna go print it out. It wouldn't be a list of my favorite bands without 5 Seconds of Summer. So here we have them with their iconic tally mark logo and 5 Seconds of Summer. I couldn't find the like actual one. So I just found one that said 5 Seconds of Summer and had the logo. So I'm gonna go print that out. Now let's get out of the punk and rock genre and let's go to some Taylor Swift. So I loved her album Lover. That's funny. It was so good. Ah. My next favorite artist is Ariana Grande, and so I love Thank You Next, but since the cover for that isn't very appropriate, I'm gonna go with this one, which I really like, from the actual music video. It looks so cool. This is gonna be so great. Now we're gonna go back down the rock road and do Bon Jovi. Okay, so my favorite album is Slippery When Wet, so I hope that this prints out well. I'm not sure if it will, since it's kind of dark and it's kind of hard to see Slippery When Wet. I love Bon Jovi so much. I'm going to put Harry Styles in this. I only like a few of his songs, which is kind of controversial, I know. I really like his song Sign of the Times, so I am going to have this one on my wall. I'm very excited about that. I really love that song. I listen to it way too much, and it's very good shower karaoke. It's been a while since I listened to their music, but I do love Imagine Dragons, so I am going to do this album cover because it's so cool. I just love it. Whenever I see it on my phone, I'm like, yes, Imagine Dragons. Alright, my next favorite artist is Johnny Orlando. I mean, he's hot and a good singer and Canadian. Like, isn't that such a great mixture of things? And I really love the album cover for Teenage Fever, and so that's what I am going to be doing. This one, it looks so cool. I love the album. I have downloaded all the songs and listened to them way too much. Who better to be in this than the Jonas Brothers? Like, they're awesome, they're iconic. They have a new show that I haven't watched, but I need to watch. And so I'm going to be doing the album cover for Happiness Begins. I cannot believe that I forgot about this until now, but like my favorite song in the whole universe, Don't Stop Believin', by Journey. So I'm going to do this one. It says Don't Stop Believin' because I don't really like the actual cover for Don't Stop Believin'. I don't really like it. But this says Journey and Don't Stop Believin', so yeah, I'm gonna use that one. Even though they're broken up now, this wouldn't be a video about making a wall of my favorite bands and stuff if we didn't have One Direction. And I really like their album cover for Up All Night, but I like it in the black and white, so it's gonna be a little bit weird. But I'm just gonna have to deal with it because that's the one that I like. So we're going to use this one. I'm so excited about this one. I love them so much. I love Selena Gomez and I love her new album Rare. I've listened to every single song way too many times without fail. Like, I listened to it like, oh my gosh, so much. So I'm going to use the album cover for Rare because I love it and it's so cool, and it's just like, I literally love how it looks. You know him, you love him. He's another hot Canadian singer, Shawn Mendes, and I love If I Can't Have You, so I'm going to be using the cover for If I Can't Have You for Shawn Mendes. I just love him, he's so hot, oh my gosh. Now I've got to get into my favorite TV shows and movies, so I'm actually going to start with Stranger Things because it's amazing. I love it. It's so great. For Stranger Things, I'm just going to go with the classic Stranger Things logo. It doesn't say what season it is, but I love all the seasons, so that doesn't really matter. We're going to go back a few decades to Sound of Music, my favorite movie ever. It's such a good movie. So I'm going to be using this one, and it doesn't need something that says Sound of Music because once you see Maria dancing in the hills, you know it's Sound of Music. Alright, this is literally my life. Star Wars. And that is why I was ecstatic when I found this poster with every important character and thing and just like so much cool stuff with all the movies, the originals, the prequels, and the sequels all together. My favorite is the original trilogy, but don't tell anyone because that's kind of a secret. When my dad introduced me to this movie, I was like, okay, this might be good. But after watching it, I was like, oh my gosh, this is the best thing ever. So I give you Inception. Literally the best movie ever. So good, so mind-bending, and just like so interesting. Staying in the subject of sci-fi movies, we have a very good, almost stopping bullets movie, The Matrix. I love this movie. When my dad introduced me to it, I was like, oh my gosh, this is so good. I got halfway through filming this and then I realized that I didn't have two of the best things ever. The first one being Divergent, which is good. The movies are not as good as the books, but they're both good. And The Lorien Legacies. That starts with I Am Number 4, which is like the best one. It's a movie too, but the books are obviously better than movies as usual. Now, I also have to have Hunger Games in this, but the thing about Hunger Games with me is that I only like the first book. The rest of the books, I just don't like them. So I'm only going to represent the first book with that first book cover. Now, I have to put something by Mary Lou on this wall because I literally love her books, but my favorite series by her is the Legend series. If any book is made into a movie, it needs to be this book. It is so good. If I want to do this, I know I have to have at least one Lauren Oliver book, and since the Delirium trilogy is my favorite book series of hers, I have the first book in Delirium that I'm going to use for this mural. This wouldn't be a list of my favorite books without the Gone series, and since I literally love that Stephen King reviewed these books, I'm going to use the cover of Gone that has Stephen King's review on the front because that's so cool that he loves them. I love the Gone series. Alright, I think I'm done picking out the things that I love right now, so I'm going to go print it out and then I'll get taping to the wall, I guess. After nearly an hour of working and also a whole reorganization of my room to actually like fit the theme of teenagery, which is what I was going for, I'm done. So I'm going to show y'all. With like 6 pictures left, so I put them on another part of my room with a picture of my friends who moved to Virginia, so I will show you all that. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope that this gave you some inspiration for what to do in your room to spice it up a bit. I really enjoyed doing this. I think it looks so cool. Like this video if you liked it, and if you don't, I have a lot more videos on my channel, and please subscribe. It would make my day. Turn on post notifications so you can get notified every time I post amazing content. I love you guys so much. This is Hannah G, leaving the chat.